the next batch of money we spend is going to absolutely be on power. Have our hacking drone. We have actually quite a bit of power, as long as we're not using the burst laser. Okay, we're gonna hit up the quest now. Workshopping ideas here. Alrighty, so we're gonna try this. We're going to launch the hacking drone, and we're gonna hit up their O2, I think. Although, oh man, that thing... That is a missile launcher. I don't think I can do what I'm thinking about doing. I'm gonna try it. What about weapons? Well, that's the thing, is, I'm gonna depower my shields a little bit. We're gonna turn on the burst laser, and we're gonna just attack the weapon system. And, we'll do the same thing with the ion blast. Because the shields aren't going to help us against the intruders detected. They have a teleporter? Oh, I guess they do. Okay, where are my intruders? Oh, they're right there in the pilot's room. Wonderful. Turn on the hack. Of course the missile hits because we can't dodge, due to the fact that my pilot is currently getting his ass kicked. Okay, the NG is tanking, that's good. This goes back to the shield room. We will fire on the weapons. Okay, their weapons are down. I'm gonna take a... should I take a moment and heal? Yeah. Just a little bit. We have the weapons required to, we have the weapons down, so we don't have to dodge right now. Keep hacking the oxygen. Their oxygen level is 96, but that's okay. We'll get them down. We're gonna get such big rewards from doing this. Okay, let's keep the engines powered just in case their weapons come back online. Of course, we have the burst laser to stop that from being a problem. Taking their shields down very easily with this ion blast. Dude, this thing recharges so fast. That is, how many seconds is that, I wonder? It doesn't say. I'll have to look in the thing. Disabled. Yeah, I can just keep firing that, I guess. I wonder if that makes my weapon skill go up. That's another way to farm, I suppose. Because it's not doing any damage to anything but their systems, right? Oxygen level 47. This is one of my better ideas, perhaps. Well, in that case, I'll just finish healing. Need to keep remembering to hack. I can't make that automatic, unfortunately. You would think it would be. Or at least there would be a setting for that. But yeah, look at that. Stormworm's leveling up his weapons. I could do this literally forever, I suppose. Well, they're not repairing weapons because my ion cannon is continually knocking out their shields, so I think what's happening is... Well, hold up. I'll send somebody on sensors and we'll find out what's happening. They're trying to repair weapons, but it sure is taking a while. I wonder why it's not working. Is there perhaps a bug? Huh, I don't know what's going on. Oh, every time he gets hurt, he's running back to the shield chamber whenever I see what's happening. Whenever the shields go offline, he's running back in there, or when they come back online, he's running back in there to man the station. So he can recharge the shields faster. And their other guy on board is piloting, and their third guy died because he teleported to my ship and tried to cause a problem, so... Hey DGWN, how you doing, man? I am loving FTL. We're using a very cheesy strategy right now. Where I'm denying them the right to breathe. Afford a burst on oxygen. Well, here's what the question is. I can. The question is, the more damage I do to the ship, does that take away scrap? Or is it just a very binary thing, like either the ship is online, or either the ship is destroyed or it's not? And I don't know what the answer is. I wonder if maybe less hull means less rewards. It's binary. It's just if it's destroyed or not. Okay. Well, I just took damage because I didn't do that, so... My bad. I will keep that in mind for the future. Not too much damage, though. It's totally worth everything we've done here. I'm gonna want to upgrade this hack soon. Let's see. I will just shoot their guy. The outpost tells you... Uh-huh. Wait a minute, what? What the fuck is happening? It's a shop now? But what about my rewards for... Could have killed them with weapon fire? Oh, you mean from, like, fires starting? Have I been cucked? I think I've been cucked. I kept it alive, but I didn't get the extra rewards. Ah! I can still... The hack is still attached. I wonder if I can make this happen. I don't think it's going to work, though, because the combat is technically over. That's weird. So the last guy died. This has got to be a bug, right? Because I assume their ship is actually empty. And we only got the reward from rescuing the station, or whatever. We didn't get the reward from blowing up the ship. So if we had blown it up, we would have gotten... I think we would have gotten, like, scrap from blowing it up. But because I just killed the crew on board, the game didn't know how to handle that, I guess. That's really frustrating. Because we only have 18 scrap. We certainly should have more. I think I looked it up and you get, like, what, like 30 or something from taking out a ship without actually blowing up the ship and instead killing the crew. Damn, boned indeed. Well, what's really curious is the fact that, like, the hack is still attached, even though combat's over. It makes me wonder how this works exactly. Truly worth the 10-minute fight? Well, I think it was, even without the rewards, because we got people upgraded, you know? And their skills. What's really interesting about this, can you reload the game? Well, if that bug exists, huh. I guess I could reload the game. It is a bug. Trivial optimal nonsense. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier, that I think that's really unpleasant that that's in the game. By the way, Rogue Shenanigans, is it or is it not possible to sell your missiles, drones, and fuel at shops? Because somebody said it was, and I'm unconvinced. Alright, sorry, one second. Forgot that that closed the window entirely. There's no, like, quit to main menu, I guess. You're rusty on mechanics, yeah. Understandable. Okay. So we could continue. Yeah, I'm just stuck on this screen, so no, it doesn't save. I mean, it did save, is the problem. Also, it took the store away. Heh. That's funny. I guess that event just doesn't play nice. Interesting. Well, that's okay. It's not a big deal. It's just I lost something I probably shouldn't have lost. Pretty serious. Well, I wouldn't... it's a bug. I don't know if it's like a serious bug. It's a pretty rare happenstance, I suspect. I suspect it's literally only with that event, but we will, I don't know, we will see. I will keep doing this, and we'll see what we can do. End task? Oh, you're saying I should have a task managered it? Maybe. Okay, we got a reward for doing the quest, and that's it. That's fine. There's another store. I suppose I could go here and then go to the store. Alt FTL based. Reject their offer. Hell yeah. Okay. I only see... Yeah, I only see lasers, so I don't care if they hit me. With 2 charges of shields, I should be okay. I'm actually going to charge my weapons a bit instead of engines. And just for safety's sake, you know what? Actually, I'm going to fire on their pilot room. We're going to hack their O2. And do damage to their pilot. Be cool if I could get like a second ion blast. Imagine ever paying the toll. Yeah. I mean, there should be some kind of reward for paying the toll. I think that every choice should come with interesting decisions, you know? Okay, we're just gonna stop piloting the ship for a second, because I want to see what's going on in here. Oh, there's 2 guys in there, that's cool. Fire on that. We actually locked down their weapons, that's sick. Powering its FTL. Oh, that's lame. Yeah, there are certain things in place to kind of keep you from doing what I'm doing, I suppose. I wonder if I could just keep locking down. I mean, their pilot... The pilot chair is busted and there's a fire in there and nobody's repairing it, so... I'm just gonna lock... I'm gonna see if I can ion blast... I'm gonna see if I can ion blast their, turn off auto fire. Turn off, the burst laser. We'll turn on auto fire just for the ion blast. Yeah, Rogue Shenanigans, I agree entirely. And the game... I think the game should go full Darkest Dungeon level and just tell you what's gonna happen, you know. Anyway, yeah, let's keep an eye on the sensor. Let's keep an eye on the sensors so we can see what's going on here. Nobody's in the pilot room. They can't FTL away. Now there's a guy in there. But he's got to put out the fire before he can do any repairing. Does the ion blast do any damage to... Oh, it stuns. Damn it, that hit the shields. I'm gonna have to burst laser and blow this thing up, I think. If they get their repair done. Yeah, the ion thing just can't. The ion thing just cannot break down the shields fast enough. If I had 2 of them or something, that'd be great, but yeah, the oxygen, there's no way. It's gonna get away, so just blow them up. I tried to get the extra loot. Some Benny Hill type shit happening, where I'm just like trying to make them live, and it's not working out for me. Like, oops, I blew up your ship. My bad. Yeah, hacking's really good. I've been trying to suck the oxygen out of their ships, and it glitched out the first time, and then the second time they tried to jump away, so I just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it in time. I've also got the ion blast. Need one of those no-risk combats. Well, that was a no-risk combat, but they ran away. Alright, we have time to jump to this distress beacon and then to this store. Well, at some point I'm going to need to upgrade. I should have actually upgraded the hacking. Whoops. Okay, we're going to look this up. Ingi Research Station. So if I save the Ingi, I lose a random crew member, or I get an Ingi crew member and a low amount of scrap. Hell no. Save the drone schematic. I can lose a crew member and get some scrap, or I can get a low amount of scrap and a drone. Alternately, I can save myself and just get some scrap. I don't want to lose a crew member right now, so sorry, Ingi friends. Alright, is 70 scrap worth going to the store? I'm gonna say no. And the reason for that... Oh man, I've planned this poorly, shit. Store, location, exit. Yeah, if I didn't have an Ingi, it would be worth it. But yeah, think about this, like, these are set up in such a way that I can't really go there and get down. I could go to the store, I could go to this place, and then I could go to the exit. What I really want to do, though, is simply upgrade hacking to get that 7-second disruption, which is really, really important, and then upgrade power bars. That extra 3 seconds, I think, is going to let me take down ships a little harder, which is going to get me more scrap. I think I'm just going to do that, and we'll save the fuel. Based, okay. Okay, we're gonna hack their O2. These look like 2 lasers, so we should be pretty safe. We're going to... Oh, there's a teleporter. Good. They're gonna kill one of their guys by sending it over to my ship. Or at least get him injured. I don't think I need to worry about my defenses here. Probably not, as long as I keep shields up. So, probably just... Well, what we're going to do is we're going to burst laser the pilot's room. And then I think we'll just ion blast the oxygen. We'll have the pilot and the engine room guy ready to fight anybody who teleports on board. Hack that. That is a Zoltan. What's up, buddy? What an odd choice for a boarder. Turn the engines off, that's fine. Okay, my thoughts about being immune to damage here were correct. I think as long as I don't damage them enough, they won't try to jump. So we're going to stop burst lasering. We will keep ion cannoning, though. Okay, he explodes. That's okay. Let everybody heal up. Enemy Zoltan should power your systems. Oh, that sounds like such a cool idea. What a missed opportunity for a fun mechanic. You're totally right. Oh yeah, we just ioned his oxygen. It might be a little bit overkill to be ion blasting that and hacking it at the same time, but ultimately I think it keeps it shut down for longer. We're mostly hitting the shield with the ion blast anyway. Look at these skill upgrades. Alright, so yeah, hacking is outrageously good. Because I don't have to hack their oxygen, I could be hacking their weapons, you know? Oh, there it is. There's the oxygen going away. Let's take a little look inside their ship. Maxed out weapon skill. Dude, if I could get 2 ion blasts, imagine how fun that would be. You know what would be fun AI is if they teleported onto my ship due to the fact that their oxygen's gone. Just like send all of their dudes over. Well, it takes time, but... Oh, they have a med bay. Huh. Maybe we fire on the med bay. I didn't even know that AI ships could have med bays. Yeah, it is worth lasering the med bay. Okay, now it's... Well, it was damaged. Of course, yeah, see, they're powering FTL now. God damn it. That's why I didn't want to do damage. Hey Tony, what's up, man? We're trying to starve these people of delicious oxygen. Thought a pilot isn't charging. Oh, good point. Enemy FTL delayed. Thank you. I forgot that they are subject to the same rules as me. Who is John Blaster? What? Oh, that's, I see. This is Ion Blast. John Blaster. Hey, what's up, Zelda? It's good to see you, man. Haven't seen you for a while. Bro, this guy... We're fighting his medbay, basically. We're trying to keep it locked down with the Ion Blast. I wonder if I should just fire on it with my burst laser. Oh, he's... There he goes. Is that... Yeah, that's destroyed. Good. If we get a security mantis, to hell with chat names, he should be John Blaster. Okay, so if the oxygen goes out, he makes a beeline for the med bay. I can't laser anymore or I'm going to destroy the ship. Oh shit. Oh, the auto fire. No. Cue the Benny Hill music again. I think it's definitely possible. I think I just need I mean, the thing is you get so much extra scrap from what I understand. So I really would like to do it. I think we just need level 3 hacking for it to be non-lame. I mean, if you think about it, another 3 is, what is it, 3 seconds? Yeah, another 3 seconds would be enough to keep them constantly. And also, some ships don't have, most ships, from what I've seen, don't have med bays. If there hadn't been a med bay there, it would have been like 10 minutes ago, we would have killed the crew and then gotten all the stuff out of it, you know? Oh, okay, yeah, we'll just go to the exit. Also, if I didn't have the auto fire on, we would have been okay. Well, that is a Zoltan. I would like to have a Zoltan, but he's very expensive. If I attack the Slaver Scum, do I get offered the same guy? I wonder. Or do I get offered a different guy for the surrender? I want to say that it's random. I don't think I'm going to spend money on a guy, even if he does give power. It would be real nice to have one of those dudes, but we're going to attack the Slaver Scum, save our money. Yeah, no, I don't disagree that it's really good, but it was worth the 33, but I'm gonna... To me, it's worth it to test and see if we can get it for free, you know? Should I even bother with the oxygen disruption since we're gonna take the surrender? I don't think... Actually, here's another question. If you kill all the people on the crew with the oxygen, do you get the slave? I doubt it. How about their weapons? That looks like a missile launcher, at least I think it is. Hey, Turbo Stoat, thank you for the sub, man. Appreciate that, man. Okay, we're just gonna mess up their weapons. Oxygen starving isn't viable. Yeah, good point. Okay, so we have verified it is random which guy that you get. So we have cucked ourselves out of a Zoltan, which feels bad. I don't think I really want another Engi. I'm actually pretty happy with just 4 guys, which is maybe a little bit of hubris on my part. I think I just want the stuff. Yeah, we're just gonna blow up the ship. Oxygen with an ion blast only is not gonna do it for me. Got 28 scrap from that, that's pretty good. And now I get to upgrade this, which is super sick. Okay, we have level 3 hacking. And this is kind of like optimizing my scrap gains if I can make this thing work. We're gonna go into the Mantis-controlled territory because I specifically want to fight ships. That's a good point, Rogue Shenanigans. We have hacking and I'm trying to use it to hack away all their oxygen. They call me Hacker Man. That reveals 3 locations, that reveals 3 locations. It's a little more dense down here, so let's go down here. Also, it's kind of a nice long path to... Oh, actually, no. Literally the only connector here is between these 2. That's okay, I can just go like this, then go here to reveal all of these stars. That's really good. Yeah, hacking is a whole lot of mitigation. Alrighty, they have bombs, so we have to destroy the ship. Is there... Man, I don't know. With the 10 seconds, I wonder if I could just blow up their weapons with Ion Blast and Burst Laser. Would I have enough time? Gosh, I doubt it. That's lame. Alright, well... Hold up. I don't think I should hack oxygen. I think I should hack the weapons. Okay, we need dodge though. We're gonna take power off the oxygen to get more dodge. I cannot get my burst laser online unless I depower something else though, so maybe... I think the hacking will hit the weapons fast enough that they won't get a chance to fire off a thing. We're gonna find out. Intruders detected, that's fine. Okay, we hack. Their weapons are shut down. Long enough for me to get mine online, presumably. Yep, there they are. Okay, let's send our guys back. So it's good not to be wasting missiles. I only use one hack per one drone per fight, which very much pays for itself. You know, I think we could have starved their oxygen and kept this thing locked down with ions, but maybe not. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. What if I turn off the burst laser? I wonder, and then we ion blast the oxygen now. No, that's not going to work because it's only 10 seconds at a time. I won't be able to keep the lasers locked down. Also, I am running out of O2. Okay, ship is destroyed. We have a fella in our med bay, though, who just teleported in. Yeah, I've noticed the convenience of auto-fire. Okie dokie. Okay, let's jump. Actually, you know what? I badly need more power. So we're gonna get some. Okay. So I think it's probably optimal to explore the most star systems by going here. Strip the ship for any useful scrap. Interesting. Let's look this up. No auto-firing is one of the sad realities of a beam-focused build. Alrighty. So I can either get a low amount of scrap resources and rewards, and the map is revealed, or I can fight the ship and get the default rewards, which is a medium amount of scrap, or I can just take a low amount of scrap, which is that 17 there. We will download the ship's data stores. Well, that's okay. I think those are both beam weapons. I think I can probably... Well, hold on. Combat drone. Combat drone. 2 drones, I'd have to shut down their weapons. I think I'm going to try to do this without using the drone. I can save one, perhaps, this fight. Maybe I'll be punished. We'll see. If I can just do damage to their ship, we're good to go. Yeah, we're good. We're fine. We win. These guys literally cannot do any damage to me now. How's my skills, by the way? Oh, we're maxed out on everybody. Except for Amnesiac's not quite there, and the shield guy. What do you mean is not quite there? Quick hack O2. Oh yeah, let me hack that robot's. They hacked the robot's oxygen. So we could have gotten the long-range sensors here, which would have been pretty sick. Hey, Eversare, what's up, man? There's a store. Now remember, we have to end up in this location. I think we hit the distress beacon, we hit this, if we have enough money. Actually, we have to hit the store either way unless we go here right now. So, yeah, I unlocked the Ingi ship, and I did a vote before the stream to see which ship you guys wanted to see, and since I haven't won with this yet, people voted for the Kestrel. I would like to win with every ship if possible. Okay. So is it true that it's like a 90% chance to just lose a crew member here? Because losing a crew member right now would be really bad since I'm running with such a small crew, so I think we just don't do this. Didn't we already see this run? How many giant spiders are in the universe? Okay, getting cucked a little bit here, unfortunately. Okay, there's mantises for sale. There's a Rockman for sale. And Stargate to get around. Ion Stunner, what is this? Oh, it's another... Oh boy, it's another ion weapon. I think I should get it. I think I should get it, you guys. How is this different than my existing ion weapon? Yeah, rogue shenanigans. The blue things. I looked that up. It said that if you had like a bio beam, you could just erase the spiders from existence. So, how's this different than Ion Blast? Charge time 8 seconds. Ion damage 1. Charge time 10 seconds. Ion damage 1, but it also stuns all enemies in the room, which is super sick. It doesn't only hit crew, it hits systems as well, which means that I could use it to take out oxygen or weapons. And I can also stun people to keep them from getting to the whatchamacallit, getting to the med bay. You're named after one of the ships, Slug C. Yeah. What's up, Slug C? How you doing, man? Having 2 ion weapons seems better than having 1. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Whoa, this is an ion weapon as well. Ion Charger. This ion weapon can charge multiple times, giving it additional projectiles. Oh boy. Charge time is only 6 seconds. That's incredible. Are you shitting me? I almost want to sell the Ion Blast. The charge time is lower than for the Ion Blast, so it's just strictly better, right? Ion damage 1. It gets another projectile each time it charges. It requires 2 power, though. 3 ion weapons is where it's at. Yeah, so the extra power is a pain, but man, what a good weapon. You know, if automated weapons, or excuse me, if automated ships didn't exist, I think I would sell my burst laser and buy the ion charger. I sure wish I could sell missiles. Well, I could sell the Ion Blast and buy the Ion Charger, I suppose. It would be a strict upgrade outside of the power problem. I think I will probably do that. Or we could just buy the Ion Stunner and just have 3 weapons, you know? That way I could have 2 of these guys at the same time. Game would be too easily min-maxed if your resources could be exchanged. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. Alright, I'm buying the number 1 stunner. And we'll see if I get memed for doing this. Okay. Oh, we gotta jump here. The Stone Cold Stunner. Hell yeah. And what's this? Oh, this is interesting. I could decide with the Mantis or the Ingi. Offering a deal in exchange to the prisoner. I get a bounty if I offer up the Mantis. I bet you I get the Mantis as a crew member. Okay. So if I side with the fugitive, I either take 5 hull damage and 1 to a random system and then fight a Mantis-controlled Ingi ship with default rewards, or I get a Mantis crew member and I fight an Ingi ship. One of those two things happens. If I offer up the Mantis, I either get a high amount of scrap, or I get a high amount of scrap and my ship takes damage. Or I am attacked by one Mantis boarder and I fight a Mantis-controlled ship. This is interesting. I mean, I guess the highest scrap rewards comes from giving up the Mantis. And there are 3 options on the second thing, and only one of them does damage to my hull. Whereas there's only 2 options in the first one. I mean, I kind of do want a Mantis crew member, but it's not guaranteed that we get him. I'm gonna take the money. Hey, we take the money. Okay, 36. That's fine. I'm a bad dude, much like Corn Pop. Corn Pop was a bad dude, and he ran with a lot of bad boys. Well, see, the problem is that it's not even guaranteed that you get the Mantis broke shenanigans. So my calculus there was, do I want to take hull damage? And so I went for the thing that, assuming that there's an equal chance of all of those events happening, the second one made more sense because it would have been 33% instead of 50. Of course, I could be operating on bad assumptions there about the percentage chances. Maybe it is weighted. Aid the civilian ship, hell yeah. You'd be liberal with hull damage at full. I don't know, man. One bad fight, and you're just pizzoned in this game. Well, you could get a free Mantis. It's not guaranteed. Okay. Goodbye, oxygen. We're going to continually lock down their weapons with the ion. Although I don't think they can really do a whole lot to me. Because I think these are both energy weapons. Okay, this fella just teleported into my hacking chamber. Which is very irritating. I shouldn't need to dodge. As long as my shields are online. Just one teleported, right? Mr. Elstrom's getting his ass kicked. Yeah, our shields are holding. We're good. He teleported off. That's fine. Depower my engines for the moment. Oh, wait. They messed up my shields a bit. Hold on. Okay, we need to get... shit. Okay, here we go. Shields are back on. They have an ion gun. One of these isn't. I think that's the ion gun. By the way, we got their oxygen below 50% with a single hack, so I'm convinced that level 3 hacking lets me do this if I just do it right. Also, this should be auto-firing. What the hell? Oh, you're back. Oh, you have a med bay. God damn it. It's gonna be mildly annoying. They stunned me and they messed up my shield, so we need to keep the pilot in. That's not even a... It's not even a Mantis. That's an Ingi. Okay. Why is there an Ingi on the Mantis ship? He's not a good boarder. Okay, am I... Okay, I am auto-firing good. Catchy. Okay, he teleported off, that's fine. Turn to positions. Just continue to keep their weapons offline and we should be okay. They're not going to be boarding me if they... Okay, hold up. Let me take my pilot over here. I want to take a look at what's going on here. I think I will actually heal a bit. We're going to take engines offline. Wait, I don't need to. I have already been powering the med bay. Whoops. Okay, they are totally out of air. Oh yeah, they're having problems in there. Haha, haha, well now. Alright, I think that I can completely just ignore their weapons, so what I should probably be doing is locking down their med bay. And I can stun pretty much everybody in that room. On the med bay so that I have oxygen. Yup! That's right! I mean, they can shoot at me, but my shields are going to hold. And they're not going to be really sending any boarders after me. If they're dying of lack of oxygen. Yep, the oxygen just dropped to 0 on their ship. Okay, their ion thing is really a problem, though. I mean, I do need to have a guy in the pilot's chair, actually. Because I need to dodge some of these ion shots. Because they are messing my shields up from time to time. I wish the hacking recharged a little bit faster. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier, Rogue Shenanigans, how that would be neat. My guys are getting stunned. They have the same weapon as me, actually. They have the Ion Stunner. That's really interesting. So if it hits the shields, it actually stuns the guy in the shield room. I wonder if it's possible to get 2 separate hacking systems, and then just keep their stuff hacked forever. Without a guy on sensors, there's no way for me to know how hurt they are. I mean, surely we're doing damage, right? Maybe I should be ioning their oxygen. Like the ion stunner in the med bay, and then the ion blast in the oxygen. Of course, I'm leveling up. Oh wow, we're max level on everybody except for what do you mean? Okay. God, this is tedious. There's gotta be a better way. Oh no, they're not hurt at all. What the fuck? Do these guys not breathe? What is happening? I can't keep their... They may have a level 2 med bay. Well, if I'm locking it down, that shouldn't matter. AI oxygen is just coming. The AI, yeah, it stops entry. It's locking the doors to the oxygen room. Can damage O2. Oh, that's... Oh, you've got a point. I should just fire my burst laser. Yes, sir. 5 seconds stun. I'm going to turn off the ion stunner because the charge is longer. What the fuck? Okay. That's the meme. Is that red? That's flashing blue, well, cyan, and red. So I think it's broken and it's shut down from the hacking at the same time. Which means they're not getting in there under any circumstances, so we are going to turn this stuff back on and continue tagging their med bay. Hacked, broken, and ioned, yeah. Well, no, it just means hacked and broken. We didn't fire any ions at the oxygen, I don't think. There we go. Alright, was it worth it? 32 scrap, that's pretty good. Civilian ship wisely made a fast retreat. Boo! I wanted a reward, bro. So, you know what should happen is I should be able to just use the Manta ship now, right? I should just board it and take it over, you know? Or take their weapon systems or something. Sadly, that would be too broken, I guess. Alrighty, so that's, we've just learned the right strategy. We use the hacking drone to lock the oxygen room, then we break the oxygen with the burst laser. Which probably means that we want to start with the burst laser turned on rather than the ion stunner, which I believe charges faster anyway. No, it takes 12 seconds to charge, but still, I think that's the correct play. However, what I could do is we could upgrade weapon control, yeah. Upgrade power. Maybe have both. Not enough power. What do you mean not enough power? Okay, we have all three now. Cool. Probably wait till oxygen has been nuked before hitting it, so they can't repair in time. Well, the hacking happens almost immediately, so it'll get locked down so that I can just immediately hit the burst laser, and they can try to bust through the doors, I suppose, but that just means that they're doing something other than annoying me. So, you know, they're not like charging their weapons faster or anything. Takes crew members off of other tasks, so that I kind of see where you're coming from, I guess. The thing is, with level 3 hacking, we pretty much immediately take oxygen to 50%. So, I don't know. We'll try to rush it. If that doesn't work, we'll try the other way. Okay, so the exit's there. There's only 2 places that it can be jumped to from. We are going to go to this location and reveal all this stuff. Okay. Found you at last. Prepare to die. I don't think so. Okay, so hack, oxygen. We're gonna need more of these drones soon. They have missiles. Okay, so we'll auto fire both ions at that. Maybe we can keep that locked down. Actually, maybe I should hack the. I wonder, is it worth it to me to? Is it worth it to me to try to do the oxygen trick here? I don't think so. We hack the weapons, is what we do. Lock down the oxygen. I'm going to test and see if I can do anything with that. And we're going to fire the burst laser. Okay. Okay, good. Lock down. No weapons for them. Charge goes away. Okay, that thing's busted. The thing is that, like, their weapons room is now broken. And it's locked. And there's a guy in there, but I guess you can repair. Okay, never mind. It'd be nice if I could see their oxygen level without hacking the oxygen. I wonder if I can just kill this guy. 40. Because I am curious if I could just double ion the oxygen until they starve to death, but these guys are flying away, so. You won the Necromunda match. What is Necromunda? You've clearly bested us. Well, they are offering me a drone, but I think I'm just gonna blow this up. Because there's really no reason for me not to. Because we have 5 drones still, and we got a drone anyway, so. Damn, we are doing well. Whoa, hold up. My O2, I turned that off. Derpity-doo. We're having a little power problem, I think, so I will give myself some more of that. Strictly better reward for blowing that guy up. Usually is. The only time you take the surrender is if your ship is too damaged to really do well in the rest of the fight. Or if you really, really need what they're offering, like if you're out of fuel and they offer fuel. I'm gonna wait for my oxygen to come back. Still don't know if opening all the doors on the ship gives oxygen faster or not. I'm assuming it doesn't really make sense for it to do that if the place is all equally low on oxygen, but I'm not sure. Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.